Alright, YouTube, I'm just making a blitz of videos while I'm driving to this mall of Georgia, waiting for Instacart to do one order. I probably do one order, let me see, unless they give me a double batch. But I hope I get some orders today, because 3 o'clock, that's it, finish. Making my way back home, and I'll probably take a 30-minute break, no, 20-minute break. Yeah, I'll take a 20-minute break. Because I tell y'all, all right, Instacart, I already see you. See, Instacart sends you text messages 30 minutes prior to your shift when it begins. They'll send you a text message about your zone, and then they have the map. And then with the map, it's supposed to show you the hot zones, or where the requests may be coming from. But you know what I learned yesterday when I spoke to maybe one happy team member at Instacart? It was a black guy. I could tell he was black. He was a little chatty bird, but you know, he was really good. You know, I had a place to order. I had swiped the card to pay for the customer's order. It said not authorized, and I said, what? So I had to call the happiness team and figure out why it wasn't going through. But I guess the dollar figures were a little bit too higher than they anticipated with the customer's credit card. So, because he did order some steaks, so I guess they figured the steaks were supposed to be but a certain price. But you can't order T-bone steaks and think it's going to be exactly a pound. You know, it's always going to be about a pound and a quarter or whatever. I'm not going to, you know, we're not going to be looking around for a pound of steaks, you know, especially when it's in the butcher. So I think that's what probably caused it. So he says, oh, it just went slightly over. So he approved it. But anyway, when I was talking to the happiness team, and there was this black guy, and then I started asking him about, you know, these issues that they was having with the tips and the app being down all the time. So he says, oh, it's not, I understand that I was affecting the shoppers, and we're trying to do everything we can, and we're gonna take responsibility, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, this and that or whatever. And so he was talking about, I asked him about the tips. So basically, he was telling me that sometimes the customer, you know, they got 2 weeks to tip. Sometimes they'll show up, you know, 2 weeks later down the road or whatever. So I said, okay, whatever. And so, you know, I don't know. They just need some testers. They need to hire some testers before they do these upgrades and roll it out. So I started thinking to myself, I said, you know what? If I learn how to be a software tester, shoot, maybe I'll go out there and work for Instacart and all these other app companies as not so much writing software, but you know, being a test developer. Not no internet testing either. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about really testing the data, you know, the software. I have a friend, that's what she does. She's a QA analyst tester, but that's what she used to do. But she has done other things related to writing, publication, manuals for the CDC with a temp agency or agency. She's a contractor. So anyway, I'm just rambling. But for now, I'm going to be going out here. I'm about to cross over 316, which is this is Lawrenceville, Hurricane Road, and then 6 miles down the road, I'll be at the Mall of Georgia. And then that's another zone. That's Swanee Cumming area. Now that's a big area too, because when I finally looked at the map, Swanee, Cumming, that's not a, that's a big, huge area. It's almost closer to Alpharetta, to be honest. But I don't know. That's how Instacart does it. They break their zones up. But I don't know. I think they need to do something a little bit different than what they're doing. They need to focus on trying to get more customers versus trying to hire a a whole new crew of shoppers. Someone said yesterday, my friend's daughter said she accidentally had signed up for the Atlanta market, and she was wondering why she was going downtown, or she went to Whole Food on Ponce, and said that they had a whole new crop of people they signed up to be shoppers. So I'm like, do they really have the capacity, or do they, why are they saturating the market with a whole bunch of shoppers, and then there's not like a whole lot of orders? I mean, really? If you have a whole bunch of shoppers and people are waiting around getting offers, how are you going to really retain shoppers by getting new shoppers? I don't get it. I just don't get it. That doesn't make sense to me. That don't make sense to me. And I think that if you do that, a lot of people is just going to do other things. That's why people have a whole bunch of apps. Uber Eats, Lyft, DoorDash, Grubhub, Postmates. It's because everybody is running towards these different apps. Some people even try to work 2 apps at the same time. And that may be a good idea, but depending on where you at, of course, so it's not always something you may want to do, because I think that in the long run, to be honest with you got to put aside for 2 things: taxes and buying another car. Because I think that I'm gonna give myself, now look at this fool, got your feet outside, hanging out the car. Man, people are just so dumb, some dumb yahoos. That's all that are. That's all that is. Sitting in a car, swerving between traffic, and the person sitting in the passenger seat with no shoes on, and they just having their feet hung out the window. Dumb. I said so. You know what? I don't know. I don't even know. It's just, sometimes you can't even figure it out. You don't even try to figure out the things people do. All I know is they need to get the hell out of my way. That's all I know. Just get the hell out of my way and move on. Shoot, dums. It's dumb. But anyway, what was I saying? So anyways, Instacart has hired a whole new crop of people doing deliveries, being shoppers. But yet, depending on where you are, depending on what market or zone you're in, you could be sitting for days. It's like right now, North Atlanta or OTP stays busy. But the longer it stays busy, and the more people you have to cover, the less they could pay in the rates. Now, the rates are always different. In Atlanta, the rate is anywhere from like $5 for delivery plus 40 cents or 35 cents per item. Now, why would I want to work in Atlanta at $5 and something cent and 40 cents an item, and most of them is the shoppers for delivery only, which pays $4.50. And then you're driving to apartments, people with gated communities, walking up 2-3 flights of stairs. I'm like, I don't know. If I was running Instacart, to be honest with you, they need to start charging apartment complexes fees. Because I don't think it's right that you pay so little and so low, and then you want people to go to apartment complexes and things like that. That just doesn't make any sense. And then it's going to be summertime too. Alright, another long video. Alright, let me make the other video. I'm almost at the mall. So I'll see y'all in 10 minutes.